Okay, everybody. I have a new webcam and a new microphone, so I want to make sure that everyone can see me and hear me. So I'll wait for some people to jump on. Okay. And if you're here, I have a new webcam and a new microphone, so I need to know that you can hear me and see me. So please let me know in the comments. And I'm sharing this hopefully on my business page and on my Facebook group page. So if you can see me, hear me, please let me know. Please put it in the comments. Okay, looks like I am live in Ascending Earth Creatrix. And let me make sure. Huh. Looks like I'm not live on my business page. If you're here, let me know that you're here. Okay. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. You can hear me and see me. Awesome. Okay, Tisha is here. Hi. Courtney's here. Hey, ladies. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm live in all the right places. I'm hoping. And if not, I'm going to need to share it. It's not showing. It shows you as live as your personal page in the group. Okay. Okay. I'm confused, but you guys can see me. You guys can hear me. It didn't post on my page, my business page. That's okay. I'm going to wait for a few more ladies to join. If you're joining, please say hello. Let me know you're here. And we will get started in just a minute. Has anyone who's joining me, I know a few of you have, had or received a channeled light healing before? If you have, go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know. Yeah, that's weird. I went live from my Ascending Earth Creatrix page, business page, but I'm just in my Ascending Earth Creatrix group. I don't know how that happened that way, but I'm going to see if I can share it. That would be nice if I could. And we'll get started in a minute. I'm going to wait some. Karen says no. Okay, good. So this will be an interesting experience. Okay, Katerina is here. Hi, love. It is in the group. Okay, groovy. I like that. There I am. Okay. Yeah, so it's weird. Okay. Anyway, the important thing is that the new webcam and the mic are working. These are the most important things. So we are here today to do a channeled light healing. So those of you that are here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. I'm glad that you could join live. Those of you watching the replay, go ahead and throw in hashtag replay if you're watching it. And also put in the comments if you've ever received a channeled light healing before. And I'm going to talk about what that is in just a sec. It's a little bit different than working in terms of within the confines of a healing modality, like let's just say Reiki. or even theta healing, although there are a lot of similarities, a lot of the same things going on as in theta healing, because in order to channel, it's really important to be connected into a theta state, which is one of the deepest states that allows the highest energetic frequencies to come through and for you to join with and merge with and access. Working with Reiki and other modalities that are similar to it is very, very powerful indeed. But what happens when you do channeled light healings, because you're staying aligned in a very, very high energetic, which is a little bit difficult to maintain, but you learn with practice how to stay in the frequency. When you're doing Reiki, you don't necessarily need to stay in an energetic frequency. When you are channeling, for instance, it's like turning a radio dial. That in order to access a certain station on your radio, those of us who still listen to radios, you need to turn the dial to access that frequency to get that station. It's the same thing with channeling. It's about tuning that dial, which is the energetic within you, matching that with the frequency of what you're trying to access. And what's interesting is that because of the density of our human awareness and our human experience, and we've got thoughts rolling through our head, it can be difficult to maintain that frequency. So for me, for instance, when I do more in-depth channeled healings for my one-on-one clients, it's about staying in and maintaining that frequency. For me, it's about, I can maintain it for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. After that, I start to go back into, well, I go in and out is the thing. I can go in and out and speak from myself, through myself, but I can also have other beings of light or access different energies and have them move through me. They're not coming from me, they're coming through me. And I find that that's comfortable for me, for my body to maintain for about 20 to 25 minutes. After that, it becomes uncomfortable, and I become very aware that I'm holding a lot of energy, and it just feels like kind of a buildup. And then I know I'm ready to come back into myself fully and completely. But I've been doing this so long that I've learned how to go in and out, if that makes sense. And those of you who have received channeled light healings and have had light transmissions with me, those of you who are in my Heal Awaken Mastermind, you know that we have been doing these light transmissions over the last year. And when I'm bringing them through and we have these guided meditations, I'm going in and out and I'm talking to you in real time, guiding you through what's happening, and then going back in and accessing different light frequencies. So it's about maintaining an energetic, though, if you want to sustain that state so that you can do a healing for someone, for yourself. One of the biggest reasons why I love doing channeling and this level of healing is because it's for self-healing. That's how I started doing this. The trick is really to stay in the energetic. And one of the things the most important thing that I'm going to be teaching in the Channeling the Divine Masterclass, which is this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, is how you can establish this theta state, this higher state, and then maintain a connection to this very high frequency. It really is, channeling really is about accessing and allowing. So in that sense, it's a lot like manifesting. Channeling a light healing is along the same guidelines of when you are manifesting, in the sense that if you want, let's just say, more money, you want to get into that energetic of, okay, well, what would more money feel like, right? If I was to get $5,000 right now, what would it feel like to have $5,000 right now, right? Many of us are puzzled with that, and that's a head scratcher because they're like, I don't know, I've never had $5,000. I don't know how to get to that space. But if you could pretend, if you could use your imagination and think about what that would feel like, it would feel really expansive, right? It would feel free. It would feel really open. You'd feel really liberated in a lot of ways. You'd feel open to do whatever you want. You feel like you have a million opportunities open to you. You'd feel like very happy. You'd feel very light. You wouldn't feel this heaviness of worry and panic around you. Like, you can kind of, once you start getting into talking about it, you can start feeling the energetic of what it would feel like, okay? So when you're talking about accessing something that would make you feel better, um, or align you with a higher frequency, if you want to get to that space, you've got to move into it right now. So channeling is like that. So you need to move into a place, or um, access an energetic rather, that feels really expansive. It feels really open. It feels really full of love and light. And the purity of you, your physical being, because you are the only filter for channeling, right? Your physical being, your physical body, the purer that you keep your vessel, the clearer that you keep this conduit of energy, the more likely you are, A, to channel, and B, to maintain that frequency and that energetic, so that you can do a continued healing and stay in that state a little bit longer to access higher energetics, so that you may heal on a deeper level. Okay, so when you maintain the purity of your vessel, so that what comes through is also, you want to maintain the purity of your vessel so that what comes through is not filtered through the ego experience. This is really, really important. Um, One of the reasons why doing channeled healings is so much more powerful than using just um, uh, regular old modality like Reiki, or even theta healing, uh, all kinds of light healings that are part of a modality. The reason why channeled light healings are much more powerful and potent are because you are maintaining such a high energetic that what comes through doesn't get filtered through your experience, your physical, your human, your intellectual, your mental, your emotional experience. It doesn't get filtered through the ego. So sometimes, and I can definitely attest to this, I've received energy healings where I know it was coming through with the very, very powerful person who was doing the healing for me. I know that part of what was coming through is filtered through their consciousness. It's filtered through their ego. So what is coming through to me, the messages that are coming through to me, are, for lack of a better word, tainted, or a little bit slanted towards their perspective. So that's why doing channeled light healings are so wonderful and powerful, because you're just accessing pure source. You're just accessing the purest light beings that you're calling in. You are not accessing any of the ego filters that would come through human consciousness and block these higher messages coming through. Does that make sense? I'm going to scroll down and read the comments. Da, da, da. Light language transmissions are the same as light language healings. Not necessarily, Courtney. There is a difference. Light language transmissions, like what's coming through today, even though this is a healing for a group experience. So this is more of a transmission of the highest and best energies coming through to access the highest and best timelines for all present in terms of the collective of you. Okay. When I do light language healings on a one-on-one, that is a light language healing. That is a light healing, because I'm accessing that person's highest and best good and highest and best timeline only. We're working with that one person, if that makes sense. Katerina says, I always feel amazing when I channel. Me too. The irony isn't lost on me that the reason I started doing channeling is because I was looking for more profound healing for myself, because I wanted to do deeper work. I wanted to access more evolved energetic structures and ascended realms of consciousness. And I knew that this meant I had to heal on a more profound level in order to be a purer vessel for these transmissions to come through. And I was really feeling the pangs of the density of this human experience and being caught up in the energy of the collective. And I was craving deep, deep healing from that. And I have a lot of different energy healing modalities under my belt. I have 6 different kinds of Reiki, and all, theta healing and all kinds of things in my spiritual toolbox. But I really felt like I was asking for more of a healing. I was asking for a deeper, transformative spiritual awakening. And I felt that once channeling opened up to me, and it really did just open up to me, because what I was asking for, this was the only thing that could meet me where I was at and could meet the demands of what I was asking for, that this healed me because I was asking for a deeper way to bring in the healing. But just the act of channeling itself is a healing experience. And you can't help but feel more whole, more awakened, more enlightened when you are engaging in something like this. Does that make sense, Olivia? Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments or questions. Does anyone have questions about this so far? Courtney says, lots of light language transmissions, courtesy of you. And before I knew what I was doing, I channeled some myself many, many moons ago. And here's the thing that I really want to get to, and I really want to have anchor in your consciousness, is that anyone can channel. I know that there are some people out there who, the way they work and the way they portray themselves in the work that they do, that this is something that maybe they've been singled out by the higher realms and they are on high and in league and rubbing elbows with the highest energies out there, and this is something that is of privilege. It's spiritual righteousness, to be perfectly honest with you. And I really cringe when I see people doing that, because any one of us has access to the ascended realms and to the highest level of ascension consciousness that we could possibly intend to access at this time. We all have this ability. Anyone can channel. Anyone can learn how to do it. That's why I'm teaching this class, Channeling the Divine Master class, because to be honest with you, it's not very involved, but it is just like anything else you want to activate or attract in your life. It's about intention. It is about focus. It is about clearing your resistance, because you want to be the purest vessel possible. Think about it this way. If you are asking to access the highest ascended realms, or even the more heightened sacred realms below, the earthly realms, which also have a very, very heightened level of consciousness, whatever you're trying to, and in my shamanic Reiki, that's what I do. Or even shamanic light language transmissions, when I'm working deeply with the earth realms, the lower realms. If I don't have a very pure and clear vessel, whatever comes through is going to match me where I'm at. So if I'm not operating in full authenticity, if I'm not being fully genuine, if I'm not being fully in my integrity, and if I'm not clearing my resistance and aware of the thoughts that are going in my head, going in and out of my head, aware of the emotions that I'm carrying, aware of the beliefs that I'm holding about who I am, what I'm doing, if I'm riddled with self-doubt and I don't have very much self-belief, and I'm acting and showing up this way in the world, and I'm trying to channel something, I'm only ever going to channel what meets me where I'm at energetically. Does that make sense? So in that sense, if you want to access the highest realms possible, the highest frequency energies, the highest energetics, you've got to be in a place energetically where you can link up with that, where you can match that. So it's really important to be doing regular shadow work clearing, regular healing, energy healing, whatever that is for you. Looking at shadow, delving into shadow, purging the things that are in your awareness that make you feel limited or small, that make you feel full of doubt or fear, anxiety, panic, any of those things that are on the lower end of the emotional spectrum. If you're largely holding on to a lot of those energetics, and if you're trying to channel, guess what's going to come in for you? Lower, denser stuff that probably isn't going to serve you, and if you're not careful, is going to maybe even potentially harm you. So it's really, really important. This is why I feel so passionate about wanting to teach this course, is because there are so many more of us who are learning to channel, and we're accessing these energies, but we don't know how to protect our boundaries energetically. And so we're just channeling all over the place, and we're not in check with our own shadow. So we realize if we're accessing an energetic that matches us where we're at, we can be accessing some pretty low stuff. This is not good. This is not good. So I wanted to teach this class to not only teach you how to channel and how to hold this energetic, how to reach this energetic, how to purify your vessel, but how to really protect your boundaries, to protect the integrity of your energy. This is really, really important, because many of us are sponges for energy. You don't have to look much further than what's been happening in the collective. I've been writing some posts about that in here, that, these are very dense energies that are coming through as part of the collective. There's a lot of fear and chaos and panic in the collective. Many of us who are more empathic and sensitive, we are just sponges for that, and we're taking it on. if we're not protecting our energy, if we're not grounding our energy, we leave ourselves open to whatever wants to come in. This is not a good thing. And then we wonder why we feel so heavy, we feel so dense, we feel like we can't get enough air into our lungs, we feel like we don't sleep, we're not eating well, we're depressed. Okay, a lot of that stuff, I'm not saying anything around spiritual bypassing here. We need to check in with our own shadow. But if we're just opening our energy up, not grounding it, not protecting it, we can be opening up ourselves to all this kind of stuff that makes us feel this way. Okay, does that make sense? You guys following me so far? Okay. So, channeling. Haha, let's talk about it. And then we're going to get into this light language healing in just a minute. So, if you are interested in this class, if you would like, and even if you're already channeling, but you want to have some more guidelines for yourself, more things to put in place to protect your energy, maybe you want to add some new tips and tricks to your spiritual toolbox. Even if you are already channeling, there may be some things that you can pick up from this class that you can add to what you're already doing to accentuate or accelerate the level of your channeling abilities. I'm teaching you in the two-part Channeling the Divine Masterclass. It is this Saturday and this Sunday from noon until 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. The calls are live on Zoom, but they are recorded. So if you can't make them live, you can access the replays, and they'll be available right after the class is over on Sunday, or even on Saturday. But what you're going to learn is how to connect to and stay in the theta state or higher, because there is an even higher state than theta, to access, establish, and maintain a connection to very high frequency energies, source energy. Use the theta state to heal beliefs, trapped emotions, and soul contracts so you can be a pure conduit of energy. Again, you want to make sure that you are actively clearing shadow, that you're working on your stuff. Because if you're holding on to this low, very dense, low frequency, low energy stuff, you are going to get, when you channel, exactly what you are lined up with energetically. Okay. You're going to learn how to establish strong boundaries to ground and protect your energy. I'm going to have some tips and tricks for you to do with to help you with your grounding and protecting your energy. Both days of class, you're going to get real-time practice with channeling. We're all going to do it together. You're going to receive the Divine Feminine Lineage Clearing, which is a light language transmission that comes to us through Goddess Freya, and something I shared in my Ascended Feminine, merging with the Multifaceted Goddess course, which has been fantastic. And I'm actually adding a bonus week this Friday, bringing in Goddess Lilith. And boy, does she have some information for us at this time. I've been working with her all week. Very, very powerful stuff coming through with her. But the Divine Feminine Lineage Clearing helps you to clear wherever we've taken on an energy healing, a clearing from a female, anything that's in that female's heritage, anything that's in the feminine heritage of that healing lineage, meaning if she had a Reiki teacher, she had a Reiki teacher, and that lady before her was a shaman, and that lady before her was a priestess, going all the way back to the origination of that line of healers, it heals all the way back to the origin point, to that beginning healing, okay? So anywhere we've held anything in our divine feminine lineage of healing around being tortured for our beliefs, being killed for our beliefs, having to suffer or struggle for our beliefs as healers or our abilities as healers, midwives, shamans, priestesses, herbalists, anything like that, anywhere we have those energies that are limiting or chaotic or traumatic, even deadly, as part of the divine feminine lineage that we come from in our clearing and healing, that's a clearing that comes through Freya, and it's very powerful. You're going to also receive the multidimensional self, flesh and empowerment, the spiritual detox, and the oneness, sacred soul alignments. Those are 2 sacred soul alignments. And also a light language cleanse and empowerment to help you release and dissolve old energetic structures that do not support your journey of ascension and are keeping you from accessing more evolved realms of consciousness. You get a PDF booklet with bonus materials in there. Also, the materials and the booklet guide you through your channeling process. So if you forget the stuff that we do live in the class, it's written in the book for you, and you have it to take away with you when the class is over and to refer to. And then you get bonus access to the Awakening Journey Through the Higher Chakras online course. This helps you understand the soul star, the causal, the galactic, and the universal chakras. Helps you to create awareness of the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and beyond dimension energies. It helps you to have increased connection with super consciousness, cosmic super consciousness, and ascended beings of light, and helps you to awaken to your soul's memory of where you have existed in other dimensions, timelines, allowing you to remember why you chose to come here at this time, what you came to do to assist in the grand experiment of the ascension process here on Earth at this time. So it's $259 for these 2 days. We meet for a total of 3 hours, 1.5 hours each day. Saturday and Sunday, both calls are recorded. So there it is. So all you have to do, ladies, to receive this healing is be willing to receive a healing. Okay? Be willing to receive a healing. That's all you have to do. So wherever you can be most comfortable at this time, this is going to be, again, this is a general healing. So if you want a channeled light healing that is for you and only you, and if you want to receive a one-on-one private healing using this work, reach out to me. I have 3 spots available for this. It's $299. We meet for 70 minutes on Zoom, and it is a channeled light healing. So this is a connection to source. This is a connection to work on the deepest healing that is possible for you at this time, to bring forth the deepest healing available for you at this time. So if you're interested in that, put it in the comments or private message me for that. So there's only 3 of those spots available for this month, and they're really powerful. So what you want to do is get yourself in the most comfortable spot you can possibly be in at this time. You can be laying down. You can be seated. If you're seated, it's nice to have your feet planted firmly on the floor and feel that grounding connection. And if you are seated with your feet on the floor, you want to make sure that you can feel that hum, that buzz of Mother Earth below you. Just connecting with that energy, very grounding and protecting energy of Mother Earth. And this is not a healing that I prepared. I wanted you to get the full experience of what a channeled light healing is and what it feels like. So everything that's coming through here is completely in the moment. I'm just letting it happen as it will. I already set forth the intention that I am able to be the purest and clearest conduit for these energies to move through me. They don't come from me, they come through me. And that whatever is brought through from the highest frequency energies, the purest beings of light, the highest ascended realms, the most sacred earthly realms, beings of 100% pure love and light for the highest and best good of all watching live or in the replay, and the highest and best timeline, aligning you with whatever is meant to come through for your highest and best timeline at this time, for your healing, your expansion, your awakening, and your spiritual evolution. And just allowing yourself to close your eyes now, being completely comfortable in this space, knowing that even in this moment you are held in the purest love and healing light. You are seen and known as an extension of source energy, as a cosmic spark of source and divine light consciousness. This is how you are seen, as all light beings in the universe see you and experience you. You are beyond that which is in your human form at this time. You are an infinite soul having a human experience. And so you are subject to the density of this human experience. You know that being here means you have agreed to take part in this game here on earth at this time, to experience as many emotions as possible from the full spectrum of the emotional experience. You knew that you would come here to see the contrast of human experience, and from that contrast you knew that you would choose ways of being. And in your choosing, you're always creating a path. And it sometimes feels that there is a meandering from this path, that there are failures to stay on the path, that we make mistakes on the path. These are all perceptions that are filtered through the ego awareness. There are no wrong choices. There is only choosing. There is only choosing from your free will aspect of being. The sovereign power of who you are allows you free will choice. And you are always choosing. From these choices and the end results of these choices, you see more and more contrast. So that once again, when you choose wiser. And so it is. And as you hear these words and anchor into these truths, allow yourself to feel more expanded in your heart space. Simply allowing the truth of these words to filter in, first through the heart, and then into the lungs. Imagine the energy of these words holds a frequency that is in alignment with pure golden light, like a sparkling, shimmering golden light. And as you bring these words and the energetic of these words that echo in truth, that speak to your soul being, you allow this golden light to fill into the heart and lungs, spilling out like liquid light now throughout the rest of your being, filling up the entirety of your physical being. And feeling this shift in your overall energetic, and feel how now that makes your shoulders relax, how it makes the jaw relax, how it makes the brow relax, how it makes the scalp relax, how it makes your ears relax, how it makes your solar plexus relax, how it makes your hips, your lower back, your belly relax, how it makes your hips and legs, knees and calves, ankles and feet relax. And as you take your next deep breath in, imagine this golden light that fills up the entirety of your physical being. As you exhale now, allow this golden light to expand outward 360 degrees all around you in a golden bubble of light, expanding out as far as is comfortable for you. This may be 10 feet, this may be 50 feet, it may be 100 feet, it may be 5 feet. Whatever you allow at this time is safe and right and perfect for you. And when you settle into this space, allowing the fullness of your being to expand into this bubble, however far it is expanded outside of you, imagine a singular column of this golden light extending from the heart space, going down through the body, out through the legs, out through the soles of the feet, connecting down through all the layers of the earth, and rooting into the heart chakra, the crystalline core of Mother Earth. Seeing the core of the earth lined with walls of citrine, sparkling citrine crystal. This holds a very high energetic. You may feel almost a tingling and effervescence rippling throughout your whole being. This is fine. This is normal. And rooting into that connection into Mother Earth, feeling all of the love and support, the abundance, knowledge, and wisdom that billions of years of the Earth holds for you at this time. Bringing this energy all the way back up into the heart space. And another singular column of light extends upward now, up and out of the crown, extending up, traveling up, drifting up, and connecting in with the heart of your oversoul, the heart of the highest aspect of your higher self. And continuing this column of connection up, all the way up further and faster, until you cannot imagine this extending up any further. And rooting this column of connection into the golden, divine creatrix, the golden grid that connects you to the energy of all that is. Notice this shift in your vibration, how expanded and open, how loved and accepted, how healed you are in this space, right here. And from this space, calling for the highest aspects of Source available to us at this time. The highest levels of healing, love, and light, expansion, and awakening, and enlightenment, as is perfectly in alignment with the highest and best good of the collective of the group here receiving healing, for those watching live, for those who will later be watching the replay. Many of you are connecting with the energy of the heart and the throat. You may be feeling a dense energy here, as if there is something almost resting on your chest. Go ahead and breathe into that space, not taking a very deep breath in, but just connecting with this space. Asking that the volume of what you're experiencing, of this density, this pressure, be turned down and made more comfortable for you at this time. Any of you who are feeling a constriction in the throat, a tightening of the throat, even scratchiness or irritation in the throat, this is a recalibration that's coming through and a healing that's coming through to remove the outdated energetic structures in the throat, creating blockages and keeping you from speaking the highest level of your truth and letting it come up through the oral cavity and be spoken as words that hold the highest energetic of what's in your higher heart. Sintana koro astana ukantana ashtata sekina kumanastana kumpanana ashtara sikala utena matastis. Sinorashta wisanandu nivashta sekonana. You're being instructed to guide the energy of the pineal gland. You're feeling a density around the brow. You may even be noticing that you are furrowing your brow, knitting the brow. Go ahead and allow that energy just by sending the breath there. Taking a deep breath in, and on the exhale, sending the breath to the brow, releasing the tension behind both eyebrows and in the middle of your forehead. Allowing for any clearing here that can take place around the pineal gland, any filters on the pineal gland, allowing them to be cleared and cleansed, washed clean in Source Creator's light, and so be it. Clearing that now. Some of you may be hearing a buzzing or a low hum in the ears. This is a clearing and a reawakening of the ear chakras. This is perfectly in alignment with your highest and best timeline as well. Remember, we are healing a lot of outdated energetic structures here. So it's a recalibration, a clearing and a purging that is taking place here, allowing for new energetic structures to take hold. This is a constant process that we are undergoing all the time. This is perfectly normal, but if we don't understand what's happening, we may interpret these physical signs or discomforts as something that is very wrong with the body, when in actuality it is a recalibrating to new energetic structures coming in. And because to a large degree it is a reprogramming, it's like learning a new language. And so it takes time for these new energetic structures to take hold. So downloading Creator's definition of what it feels like to understand Ascension reprogramming, to receive with ease and comfort new energetic structures to allow us to harness ascended realms of consciousness in more grace, ease, and joy. And so it is, Creator change. Karana shtuta masana kukukwantana wastira ku lekona namashta sa u manindana wata u nanamasaku hukumdana wastina saraku u samakika kwantana shtu samani ko ho nene wata ishta so u maikata wata Ledmona kana monashtina na vasana na sekina kukumana na shtera utana u Sika monena no dada ashtena sarana no parte no masta saka umana u. San kana wate do ashta saha mane no dada. There's a washing of the energy down, almost like a singular column of energy going down that column of golden light that is within you, washing down energies from the pineal gland, taking them out and filtering them through the heart, taking away any dense energetic structures in the heart that have been largely informed by the grief and sorrow of lost parts of self, lost parts of identity. As we go through this ascension process, we are becoming more, losing anything that has outlived its use to us. This is a natural process. This is a healing process. This is an awakening process. But it can induce a feeling of lost parts of self, grieving for lost parts of self, grieving for an identity that never truly was ours. It was adopted to survive in 3D, but we are beyond survival. We are in thrive mode as we ascend. So we are losing connection in the heart to parts of self that were largely a hologram projection of who we were, are, will ever be. You may notice like a swirling feeling in the heart and the lungs. Again, a recalibration process, a healing process. Some of you may be feeling or seeing like strong vortex energies, like a very strong, like cyclonic, like a vigorous spin cycle in a washer going through the heart. This is perfectly all right. Just stay with the breath. Reconnect with your grounding cord to Mother Earth if you feel like this is taking you out of your body in an uncomfortable way, if you're losing a sense of self, if you feel like you're drifting off into another time and place. It's important to be fully present and allow all aspects of yourself to receive this healing for the full integration and wholeness of who you are at this time. And when this cyclonic process is complete, it's going to come down through the solar plexus, igniting your willpower, imbuing and infusing you with fiery, passionate energy, the energy of your desires, of what you truly want at this time, to become more of a visceral, powerful quality that you hold that your desires are an energetic that ripple through all parts of your being and all sheaths and energetic fields in and around your body, your emotional body, your physical body, your mental body, your auric field, your astral body. Your desires are the potent life force of that which you will create, of that which you are creating. Simply allow them to be. Allow the energetic of what you desire at this time to ripple through all parts of your being. Simply allowing, not forcing this energetic to come through, simply allowing. Bringing this energy down into the sacral, that area just below the belly button. Allowing this energy to come through to the belly button, just below the navel. If there is any queasiness or stomach upset there, simply use your breath as the vehicle for intention, setting the breath there to heal and cleanse, to rebalance the energies. Any wounding of self that continues through the womb, the sacral energy, we're asking for the highest and best cleansing and transmutation of these energies for all present here and all watching live and all watching in the replay. Sakura namashti kaso maneta washta senana wote nano ningoshtara sa auna manata u sen maikito malastana sana isekina mashtana sa enanashta dar usana naga wutata freida samonkita. Taking a deep breath in and releasing the energy there, and in the root. Anywhere you are disconnected or don't know how to translate the energies of your desires, and line them up with what makes you feel safe and secure at home in your body, in this planet, in this life and on this planet at this time. Correcting, rebalancing, creating a harmonic of what it feels like to be safe to desire. Safe to have passion for the greater experiences of life, for an expanded, more imaginative way of creating new ways of being. Your desires are the current of life force that move within you. You must have them grounded in order to self-actualize these desires. Grounding them now. And bringing this energy down through the legs, into the knees. I'm seeing a lot of energy in the knees for the ladies that are here. So this is keeping us from, if we are not balancing and creating a harmonic of the root chakra, of what we desire, feeling like we can desire it, we're allowed to desire what we desire, we are deserving of what we desire. If we're not actualizing this, we are not likely to move forward and act boldly on these desires. We're not moving forward because we're holding this energy physically in the physical sheath of the body, in the knees, in the ankles, in the feet. This is all the lower part of your base chakra. We actually have a lot of chakras in the feet too. So healing, cleansing, revitalizing, rebalancing the energies in the feet chakras as well, the foot chakras. Thank you. You may feel a tingling in your toes and your feet. You may feel warmth now coming up through the legs, up through the pelvic region, the hips, the belly, coming up through the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart. Warming and re-energizing the energy of the heart so that you may receive love and give love in equal measure. Also reigniting your sense of trust. Trust in self, trust in others, trust in love, trust in your desires, trust in the support that the universe has for you. Recalibrating the energies there, bringing up this fiery energy up through the throat, opening up the energy of the throat. the brow. The crown. And allowing this energy to move up and out of the crown now. Up and into the heart of your higher self. And up and into the divine creative matrix so that this healing is felt in the collective as well. So that this healing here today serves the highest and best benefit of all. And so it is, Creator. Thank you. And now begin pulling this cord of connection back down from the golden grid, back down into the crown, back down into the heart space. Following that cord of connection down through the body, once again, out through the soles of the feet, going through all the layers of the earth, healing with these new energies, all the layers of the earth. Taking this down once again to the crystalline heart of Gaia. And asking Gaia to further cleanse or transmute any lingering negative energies no longer aligned with your highest and best timeline at this time. Taking a deep breath in and out through the mouth, releasing. Thank you, Gaia. And now gathering this pristine energy and bringing it all the way back up through the soles of the feet. Taking this energy all the way up to the top of the head and allowing yourself to gently, energetically disconnect from this healing transmission now. And when this process feels complete, go ahead and open your eyes. And if you are not feeling grounded, go ahead and let me know. And I can help you ground your energies. If you are laying down, you may want to slowly move yourself into an upright position. You don't want to get lightheaded and pass out. And swing your legs off the side of the bed or the couch or whatever you're laying on and plant your feet firmly on the ground and establish a grounding connection with Mother Earth. Allow yourself to feel that hum of Mother Earth below your feet, allowing you to feel rooted and connected back into your body, back into this planet, back into the present. And so how did that feel? I hope you enjoyed it. I know with a lot of the energies that we've been feeling in the collective, this has been a powerful time of processing and integrating for us. Maybe those of you who've been feeling like you don't want to look at your shadow, but you've been constantly pointed in that direction, or had spirit or source, your guides, ascended masters, archangels, whoever you work with, they've been pointing in that direction. It's time to heal, it's time to heal, it's time to heal. There's a reason this message is coming in for you at this time. Just want to connect and make sure you're all here. Did I put you all to sleep? So I hope that you enjoyed this. There was a lot of releasing for a lot of you here in the knees and the ankles and the feet. This is usually a sign of reluctance to move forward, to take bold action on your desires. That's why I was focusing so much during this light healing on having you understand that your desires are literally like that life force, that current that flows within you that makes you feel alive. If we aren't constantly desiring, then we aren't constantly creating. And the whole business of being here on this planet, being here, taking on a human form, is so that we can be master builders. We can be creators of our experience. Everything that you see in front of you has been created by us because we are a spark of source. We are a spark of God. We are a spark of the highest consciousness possible. We are just an expression of it. And the way we uniquely express our humanness is through creating. And you can't do this unless you are desiring first. So pay attention to what your desires are and understand that your desires are a divine gift. Just as the way you express and create those desires into being is a divine gift. You are a spark of consciousness. You are a spark of source. It is a gift for you to be here on this planet at this time. Your life is art. What you create every single day is art. Start looking at what you do in that way, so that the things that you desire, they aren't off limits to you. They aren't out of the realm of possibility or potentiality for you. They are an extension of you. They are a big part of you. They are the inspiration and the thing that literally allows you to create. So embrace that about yourself. Tizia said, knock me right out. Must be recalibrating all weekend and still happening, Olivia. Okay, but do you feel back in your body? Courtney says, that was intense, but I'm here. Feeling some density in my legs, feet below my knees. Yes, I felt a lot of that for all of you, and I've been guided towards shadows lately, so I'll take that note. I haven't felt ready to dig too deep lately, but I feel like this new moon is going to be a time to turn that corner. But you don't have to wait for the new moon. If you feel it's time to shift and make changes now, then now is the time to act. And it doesn't mean that you have to make giant leaps and bounds. In fact, often it's better to take baby steps, because when we take baby steps and we create the action of taking baby steps every single day, it allows us to be in momentum. It allows us to create momentum with what we're doing. And momentum is everything. Momentum is that force that keeps carrying us through. If we stop what we're doing, sometimes we feel if we take like big leaps and bounds that we have to do it like one at a time. We have to take big breaks in between. And when we stop, we lose that momentum. We lose that force that carries us through with inspiration and creativity, with drive and force. So if you are taking baby steps on your goals every day, you're more likely to show up every day and do more, do more, do more. It doesn't have to be big stuff. It can be little things that you're doing, but if it's all energy that's keeping you aligned with the trajectory of the path you wish to be on, you are creating momentum. And when the universe notices you doing that, the universe is 100,000 times more likely to show up and assist you in that endeavor, because all it sees is, oh, she's going this way, and she keeps going this way. She keeps going this way every single day. So I better meet her where she's at. But if you're all over the place doing a million different things, maybe taking one big leap one day, but then doing nothing for a week, the universe gets confused. Like, what is she doing? I don't know if I should jump in here and help her. Like, what are we doing? Where is her energy lying? So that's why momentum, baby steps every day, is really powerful and really potent, okay? And we're more likely to show up and do it if we feel like it's just a little at a time. If it feels too big, some of us don't even start it, right? Yes. Okay. So your message and what you're feeling in your body is something that I was seeing for many of you here in the group, is that energy of density in the legs, the calves, lots in the knees, and lots in the feet. This is where we are fearing to tread. We're fearing to take that first step forward. Baby steps. Baby steps. Yes. Bingo. Nice. All right, ladies. So I hope this was truly enjoyable for you, as it was for me. I love doing this work. There's a whole lot of ways to experience more divine light transmissions. We're going to be getting real-time practice in the Channeling the Divine Masterclass, which is this Saturday and Sunday. Sign up if you want to do that. You can experience over 140 light language transmissions that I've channeled and brought through in my mastermind group, which is now my Heal, Awaken, Ascend library. That's available for $199. There's over 140 different activations in there that have been archived or put in there, added there since last July. And I'm also offering 3 spots for individual light language healing. This is a divine connection directly with Source, a channeled healing to help you receive the highest and best level of healing for you at this time, to heal pain, to heal trauma, to help you move forward in your life, to create more discernment and clarity on what you want to do. It can really be used for anything at all. These are 70-minute private sessions with me, and they are $299. If you want the link, simply PM me. There's only 3 of those spots available. So ladies, thank you for joining me. This has really been wonderful. It's been beautiful. I'm so glad to share this healing energy with you. And I want to wish you all a beautiful day and so much love and light. Bye-bye.